Hey guys, what's up? It's just Connor here. Hope you're all having an amazing day as per usual. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the concept of time and why you need to be making a conscious, focused effort to make sure that you're not wasting it. Now, this video was inspired by a conversation that I had with a current student who actually joined us over the weekend. And it was a great young gentleman who actually had to spend 30 to 40 minutes objection handling him to get him to change and make a commitment to changing his situation. Now, by the end of the objection handling cycle, he asked me one simple question that really kind of put the nail in the coffin, where I'm going to take you through that dialogue now. And he said, Connor, it all sounds good. I'm ready, man, but can I just do it in the next 30 days? And I said, why? And he said, I'm not really sure why. I'm like, okay, well, let's dig into that. What's going to be the difference between making a decision now or in 30 days? What's going to change? And he said, nothing. And I said, there's not nothing. There is one thing that you're losing. And he's like, time. And he's like, I said, yes. And I asked him the same question I'm going to ask you. What's the difference between time and money? He said, time you can't get back. And that is the very important point and piece that I wanted to highlight and talk about in this video, because so much of this is shown in youth, in younger people. Majority of people that watch my channel are on the younger side of things, obviously, younger than 30 usually, most typically. And most of the people I talk to, this is the data that I've collected from having thousands of sales calls on different offers and different opportunities, selling my own training program, which is the RSA training program, which is what I've noticed amongst youth and younger people. Again, I say that when I'm 23 years old, turning 24 in November. I feel as though I'm getting very old, but I know I'm still very young in the grand scheme of things. Most people, between 18 and 28, usually that typical range, think that they have so much time. And the reason why that's such a big problem is because you usually don't. Now, granted, between 18 and 23, that's 5 years. That's a lot of time. And so you do have a lot of time in the wide scheme of things. But when you really start to really understand like how quickly years can unfold and how quickly things can change and how quickly things can happen, you will understand that there is a level of urgency that you need to carry about yourself to get to where you want to go. You can't delay decisions. You can't hold things back to, change, because if you delay a decision or you delay putting something off that's going to change your financial situation, your health situation, your relationship situation by a month, couple months, a year, this is the only way to stay the same that you are now. And the only thing between now and that destination is time. Whether or not you wait a month, 6 months, 12 months from now, nothing will have changed. You will never have changed your situation. The only thing that you will have lost is time. I want to bring up a quote here of a conversation or a question that was asked to Buddha from one of his students that I think is really impactful to hit this point home, which is someone asked the Buddha, what's the biggest mistake that we make in life? It's a very profound question. And the Buddha replied, the biggest mistake is that you think that you have time. Time is free, but it's priceless. Can't own it, but you can use it. And I think many people, whether or not you're younger or even you're older, walk around like they have all the time in the world. You must understand that life is very, very short, and life's not going to wait for you. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to make decisions for you. No one's coming to change your life, change your situation. No one's coming to do that. And you have to take that full responsibility and that full accountability of the reason why I'm not want to be where I want to be is because of me. And the moment that you waste that time between now and obviously when you actually make that decision is the time, and that's a unit of resource that you can't get back. I want to give you another analogy here that I think would be really, really, really good, which is if I was to give you a bank account and it has all of the money that you ever earn in your entire life, but I didn't tell you the amount, how would you spend it? The answer would be very, very carefully, because you don't know how much is in there. Once you go broke, you can't get any money back. You might end up homeless. You might be, what is the word for it? I mean, I guess isolated from society, right? You wouldn't be able to sustain yourself. You would, long story short, spend that bank account balance very carefully because you don't know how much is in there. Yet it's the same thing with time. You have no idea how much time you have left. I could walk around outside tomorrow, I could get hit by a bus, right? It's all within the realm of possibility. It's the same thing for you. No one is going to wait for you. No one is going to make decisions for you, as I mentioned before. And the sooner that you realize that there is an invisible ticking clock that stops, and you never know when it stops, could be when I'm 30, could be when I'm 80. Who knows? Who knows what that is personally for you either. But my main point of this video is, again, to really, really understand time is incredibly valuable, so treat it as so. Money is a resource that can be duplicated and created. Time cannot, right? That's why I've spent over $160, almost $170,000 on my self-education training. I spent like $5K just this morning on more training and skills for the community in the RSA, right? Spent $17K on another mentor like a couple months ago to help me get to where I want to go much faster. And the only difference between me making a decision, right, with that $17K mentor, that coach, to help me grow the business in the RSA that I wanted to be, was time. I watched his YouTube channel for months before I made an actual purchasing decision. Now, of course, you can say it's warranted, but that could have been 1 month, right? That could have been a couple weeks. It didn't have to be 3 months. But the thing is, I will never get that time back. I will have wasted time, opportunity cost, resources. I can get all that back. But the one thing that I can't create, the one thing that I can't build out of thin air is time. Okay? So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Hopefully, it's not too deep. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying, because again, this is coming from someone who's seen how quickly your early 20s can really unfold. 20 to 23 felt like a blink. Last year happened like it felt like days, to be honest with you. Everything happens so fast as you get older. And so if my biggest advice is to you is, if you're looking to make a decision, don't delay the decision. It could be with your finances, it could be with your health, it could be with your relationships, it could be with literally anything. Don't delay the decision. Do the thing that you know you're meant to be doing, because the one thing that you won't get back is time. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you got some good insights, and I'll see you guys in the next one.